What's up, happy people, and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley's Decorating Fridays. Now, I know I'm going to start a little bit earlier than normal, but we are so close to being done, I figured, why wait? Seriously, why wait the extra 15 minutes? Because once we get done with this, sadly, that means the stream's going to be over, but that means I can start working on the Valley Tour video strictly for Honeyglow Woods and get that video hopefully to you guys. And that's mainly for the people who weren't here to watch me slowly build Honeyglow Woods up. And also for anybody who has never seen my streams, they can at least check out my videos and see what I have done while decorating. Now, I will admit, I did go a little crazy yesterday while decorating, simply because I didn't like my initial photo that I took on Wednesday. Like, I did at first, but then I started looking at it and going, it's so basic, it's so boring, it's so not pizzazzy enough. So I decided to redo it. And I'm going to be frank, I think this turned out extremely cute. Hang on, let me show you. And I wound up doing this. Yes, it is the thumbnail that's currently on this stream, but I think this definitely feels more like a summer camp vibe than the original one, because all I had was Pooh initially, and I really wanted more people involved, so I decided to recontextualize the actual theming that I wanted and add a lot more characters to it. Hopefully we do about 1,200. That's what I'm really hoping for. We do about 1,200. I think this is so cute. It's a little basic, summer camp vibe. And I think the actual area is super adorable as well. And unfortunately, I kind of just decorated like crazy yesterday just to get it done. But I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. I'm kind of glad I decided to do a little campsite over here in the Honeyglow Woods. It fits. It fits very well. So that leaves us with a lot of filler pieces, which is like stuff over there by the well, Piglet's house, of course, Piglet's little spa, and of course Tigger's jamboree session over here. And then once we get done with that, we will be done. So let's go ahead and actually continue on where I left off over here. I know initially last week I was over at Tigger's area, but let's go ahead and do this section. As a lot of this is more filler areas. And I'm gonna be frank, I thought initially about adding a fence over here, but then I thought that would be like too boxy, and I don't want to go completely full boxy. Especially that this is supposed to be like a woods, a little summer camp woods. I figured just a little basic campsite with a little, pond feature over there. I really wish you could make it rounder, though, like an actual round pond instead of a square or a rectangle looking pond with soft edges. But I like this, though. I think that turned out super cute. So we're going to leave it as is. And now let's work on this. Now, I don't know how long this stream's going to go on today, because like I said, once I get done with actual decorating, we're going to wrap up for today, because I got so many videos I got to do. I got to finish the Infinity Nikki videos from last night's 2.9 update. And, of course, the Valley Tour video. And then, funny enough, I think a friend of mine wants to play The Forest, which, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that. We tried playing it. And I'm going to be frank, we had an incident that kind of made me get a little butt hurt simply because we played for like 3 or 4 hours just at the end of the day for the mutants to show up and wreck everything. I mean, everything. We can't even get any of the supplies back. So that was a waste of like 3 hours. I'm like, I don't know if I want to play a game that punishes you so hard. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the occasional punishment in a game, but the fact that they showed up out of nowhere, we weren't even that far into the game, so I felt like they were definitely overpowered for what we were set up for. Make this a bit bigger. There we go, I like that. But yeah, they were just so overpowered for the little setup we didn't have going on. I'm gonna have to really bring that. Ah, God, I swear the placement of this well is like bizarre. Because why does it need to be this big? Why? Why? So unfortunately, I cannot do samesies. Maybe let me bring this down. I could do something like this instead. No, because again, the placement of this bad boy makes no sense. Alright, let me bring that over. Yeah, we'll do it like this. It's not perfect, but again, the placement of this thing is so weird. Again, game loft. Shrink this up just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. That is abnormally too large for no good reason. Alright, what kind of rock formations do we have that I can maybe throw in? Oh, that's way too big. This one's not too bad. I could probably stick this next to Piglet's house. Yeah, let's just stick with the status quo, the pre-usual setup I got going on here. Get this as close to the edge as possible. And then let me sprinkle some of these smaller trees around. Yeah, we'll probably need to add a few more of these trees so it looks a bit more cohesive. So probably a few of these in the back over here. Whoops, do something like this though. Nah, I don't really like that. I don't know, what if I take those out and put some of the bigger ones in? Okay, that actually goes pretty well. Even maybe I can't bring in the pathway just a bit. Grab a few of these, maybe sprinkle them around the edges if I can. I feel like I may need to bring that bush down a bit so it's a little bit more symmetrical with this up here. Alright, that's not too bad. Again, do not know why the spacing for the well is so wonky and weird. But let's see if I got it in the right rotation. No, I gotta turn it around. Alright, there we go. Now that should be the correct rotation. And it won't let me scoot it over just a wee bit because of this, but let me see if I can't fix this. I don't know, it's the straightness for me on this side because you see it curves a little bit back here. Doesn't necessarily curve over here. But again, you really can't get the curve. I back up a bit. Alright, that looks a lot better. It's not as unsymmetrical. And granted, it's not perfect symmetry. But I'm not trying to be William Afton here. And bring those in just a bit. Alright, beautiful. Alright, let's sprinkle a bit more of these. Alright, I love it. Alright, how does this look so far? Not too bad, I have to say. Blends in very well with this end. Now let's see if I can't figure out what to do with this, because unfortunately I can't get that over anymore. Alright, not bad. Let me grab this. And do a little bit on this side too. All right, that looks real good. I'm thinking about sprinkling a couple of these flowers just about, but I feel like that may be too much, being that we already got them sprinkled about over here. I don't want to overdo it. Granted, I got the spacing for it. We've done really well when it comes to decorating over here. We've only got like 1,375 out of 6,000 taken care of, and we're literally almost done. So, our whole let's not add too much detail in one section has really paid off on this one. That's also, we got to remember as well, we're going to be adding some lamps and stuff down through here to tie in the rest of this area, which I'm probably going to have to craft a few of those. Let me back this up a bit. All right, and little Piglet needs an adorable little pathway. Oh, I don't think 13 is going to be enough. Oh no, 25 is going to be enough, but we'll give it a shot. Ooh, close but no cigar. Alright, well, we gotta make some more of this pathway, because this does look pretty cute. Like I said, Piglet just needs a little something, meaning that he's a little fella. Alright, let me go to my crafting station so I can make some lamps, because I know I need those for a fact. And let me see about more pathways.
No.
Oh, I could do this instead, being I have a bunch of those. And then maybe add some of this on top of it. That could add an extra flare. Let's go with 8. Alright, and just in case I change my mind, go ahead and make a bit more of that. Oh, I'm gonna need some more acorn snails. Alright, let me go take care of that real quick. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. I just need, what, maybe 2 more to give us a solid 10. Alright, this should be one here. Because you gotta remember, the acorn snails are in the white. They're not blue or the gold.
I do hope everyone knows how thankful I am to be here.
Well, the game just like, here, take another jellyfish. Like, I don't need a jellyfish. I need acorn snail. Now the game's got jokes. Here's a bass. Screw you and your bass. Ain't nobody asked for that. Ah, there we go. Alright, we just need one more. I think that may be it over on the other side. But let's go ahead and grab those blue, just to be on the safe side. Oh wait, I think this is a blue too. God, I'm getting blue for days, man. Blues for days. And it's a fish. The game's just like, oh, you need one more? You want one more? Huh, that ain't happening. The game's got jokes. That's pretty usual. Alright, let's try over here. Oh. May help if I actually got it in the hole. Alright, wonderful. Alright, that should be more than enough. So let's go ahead and craft the last little bit we need. Six. Yeah, let's do 10. I don't know why I initially said 2 more when I needed 4 more. Hi, Pooh. Okay, let's see. How do we want to do this? Put one there. One there. Let's see, we'll throw one over here. Actually, let's throw that over there. I don't know if I wanted to do the same lighting over at Tigger's place that I'm doing over here, because I feel like Tigger would have like a little bit more modern lighting, being that we're having a lot more modern pieces over here. Now, I'm starting to think maybe a little bit of a fencing won't be too bad of a problem here. Let me try. See what it looks like. Okay. I mean, I do have a lot of these, and they're easy to make, and the only other place I'm thinking about using them is the Mulan section, so... Wouldn't be too bad to use them here. Actually, you know what? I take back my boxy comment. This doesn't look too bad at all. Especially if I spruce it up a little bit. Yeah, this actually doesn't look too bad at all. Blends in nicely. Looks pretty good. Yeah, take back my boxy comment. I thought it'd be a little too boxy, but no. Let me bring that over a bit. All right, that is cute. Go in and throw a few more of those around. All right, yeah, no, that's adorable. Move that there. Actually, why don't I bring this over? Have that right there. And bring that away. And add one of those. Wonderful. All right, let's take a little look-see. Donald's upset because I locked him in. You gotta use the front door, Donald. All right, I do like that. I thought it would be too boxy, but no, this actually looks great. Looks like an actual campsite now. Who would have thought just a little bit of fencing would add that extra pizzazz I was looking for? Donald's calmed down now. He's like, oh, okay, I see the exit. All right. Beautiful, though. Oh, I don't know if these are gonna work. Yeah. Okay, never mind then. I guess we will keep this then. All right, this all is coming together beautifully. I'm very happy the way this is turning out. You know what? Sprinkle some of these around. Just sprinkle them around. I'm caving. And throw one in the back here. Alright, I caved. I caved. Alright, this looks great though. A little bit of sprinkles of these flowers actually did add that extra pizzazz yet again that I was looking for. I love it when I get surprised by my choices. Alright, let's bring this more towards the middle. Okay, now we have this. Let's see, rocks. Wish I could get that a bit closer. there, but I think I can stick it over here. Right, and throw in a couple of these larger. Ooh, actually, what about the smaller ones? I think that may be a little too cohesive. What if I threw in some bushes instead? Bring that down. Come on, grab this. Bring it over a bit more. Oh, wait, bring it this away. Get rid of that. Oh, come on. We have it for a second. There we go. There we go. That looks great. Well, let's take a look. All right, all right. Yeah, this is definitely coming together very smoothly. plant a few of these larger trees here. Alright, let me make sure I can still get back there. Alright, as long as I can still get back here, that's all that really matters. Alright, we'll add a few of these smaller trees back here. Alright, and grab some of this extra rocket. We'll do like a broken path like I've done before. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Okay. Mama like a lot. I may buy some more of these from Scrooge's shop and sprinkle it around just a little bit. What furniture do I have? I feel like that would be better at the art studio when I go back over there to Rapunzel's area. And what I find very weird is I could grab two of those photos. I can't grab that third one that's on the left side, where Rabbit's house and all that it's over there. For some reason, it won't let me grab that one. Let me grab the Eeyore drawing and then this one of everyone together, but not that one, and I don't get it. Alrighty, let's see. You give that the piglet. I'm looking for like a tiny little chair. Something he could be comfortable in. Oh, but if I'm going to do the tiny chair, what's going to go with the tiny chair? That's a good question. Nah, as much as I like it, it's the placement. It's a 4x4 for no reason, where it should be a 2x2. Let's be frank, this really should be a 2x2. We do have this tiny little chair. I think this may be too tiny for Piglet though, because again, he's tiny, but he's not like Mushu tiny or Buzz tiny. Nah, Piglet wouldn't have that. Yeah, that would look better like on the inside of the house. Yeah, let's give Tigger his cozy chair. We'll put that over there. Hey, AJ, came at a good time. We're in the process of decorating around Piglet's house and trying to get Honeyglow woods done. We're almost done. We're so close. And the stream's been going pretty good today overall. Been very chilled, very relaxed, nothing too crazy. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hope all is well here on this beautiful Friday. All right, we got a good couple of pieces, but how do we combine all of this? Because again, I think of like Piglet's hobbies, and Piglet really doesn't have too many hobbies. All right, let me grab some of the extra poo honey pots. Kind of maybe sprinkle those around a little bit. You know, always have the extra stuff for poo. Oh, that would go great over here with Tigger. All right, let's see what we could do with these little items we have here. Well, technically, it'll be all of these, including the back piece here. Maybe, man, maybe. I got a lot of other videos I gotta do today. The 2.9 update for Infinity Nikki drop, and I gotta get the shot video out. One of those you gotta strike while the iron's hot kind of deals. You wait too long, not many people gonna click on it. Already a little behind on that. I tried to get it done earlier, but it took me way longer to record that thing than I did. 'Cause I recorded for an hour, did all the raw footage, and then realized I missed a chunk. I forgot to talk about the Starlit shop item, so I had to go back and record 30 more minutes of showing that off. And then I couldn't find a pose I was looking for, but it turns out it was a lighting effect. So, wasted a lot of time today. But we'll just have to see. But I'm willing to bet it'll probably be like later on tonight if everybody's like still up and, going. But I also know you're on a bit of a stricter time schedule than I am because you got babies to look after. Yes, fix that there. That looks cute. Oh, you started playing that last night? Man, you should have joined up with us while we were playing. You could have gotten that bad boy platinum the other night. Because we finished the game, we had like 4 or 5 trophies left, and we're like, you know what, let's just go ahead and finish it. So we just worked together, and we're able to get the platinum for that game. Which, it's a fun game, it really is. A lot more fun than I thought it was. Can't do that. I wish I could get that closer, but again, the placement. What is the deal, Game Log, with you doing 4x4s on things that don't need 4x4s? Do you not believe in 2x2s? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chunk that. It's not working the way I want it to work. Alright, beautiful though. Alright, let's see about rugs. Well, I'm sorry you missed out on that opportunity, because again, me, Chris, and Eric, we had a blast on it. And it took us a couple of weeks to do it. Oh, I think I need to go to Scrooge's, because there is one rug I think will look good, but I don't have it currently on me. Alright, plus also I want to grab some more of those. So let's head off to Scrooge's real quick.
No matter.
Aww. God, my heart breaks looking at Eeyore. And the guy who voiced Eeyore unfortunately passed away yesterday, and that still breaks my heart. He is one of my favorite characters. That's why he's got a special place in my heart. Alright, let me see here. This, yes. Let me grab a few of these for the spa area. Also a couple of these. One of those. One of those for the birthday party. And where is it? The leaves with the words. Where is it? Oh, what do you mean you didn't get far? You having problems with a boss fight or something? Remember, everything's is tied together by your gear, not by how many bad guys you kill. Also, make sure you read descriptions of the gear, because some do other things a lot more than other ones. Like, I know with me, I was big into the spell cooldowns, so I use a lot of scholarly stuff.
Voila, sure seems happy here. Makes me happy too.
Yeah, I may grab another one of these. Definitely want a few of these to sprinkle around. Let's go with 6. Ah, here they are. Let's also go with 5.
Hey, I think living here is a marvelous opportunity.
Oh, you guys, the mace. Yeah, man, you got to craft other weapons, because your mace is only very useful just for, mining the rocks and stuff like that. You want something like a sword or longbows. And I know that takes some time, but mainly focus on your sword aspect if you can. Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? Yes, yes. AJ's finally playing V Rising after hearing us talk about how much fun we had the other day and we got done platining it. Alright, yeah, throw that out there. I find that funny. Chris is very silent. Suddenly AJ comes in. I'm playing V Rising. Chris appears. Did someone say V Rising? Alright, go ahead and throw that over there. Throw that. The lemons. God, I'm just on a roll with decorating right now. It's like my brain knows exactly what I want. It's just like, all right, we got all the stuff. We got everything laid out. Everything's looking good. I may want to craft some more of those tubs. I think maybe 1 or 2 more would do us. But we could also throw in this as well. Alright, let me go to my crafting, see if I can't craft another one of those tubs. Oh, I'm out of go-go juice. Go ahead and eat the coleslaw that I didn't put on display. Oh yeah, no, that's a good question, Chris. If he's on a private server, that does make things so much easier. And no, if you're on a public server, man, I don't know who will show up, but they will show up. And you do not need them showing up. Yeah, let's go ahead and craft about one or two of these. Oh, I'm looking and I'm not seeing the tub. I know it was a quest item or something we built specifically for a quest. So does that mean we can't use it? I know they made a change a while back where certain things that you get from certain quests can only be used the one time and you can't go and buy more. Let me double check Scrooge's shop though. Because again, I would like to have another one. But I can't get it if it's not here, you know?
I
Hi,
think living
Scrooge.
here is a marvelous opportunity.
Let's see.
What's the matter? You never seen a satyr before?
Yeah, grab two of those. Yeah, I am not seeing it at all. So yeah, this must be one of those items I can't craft or make again. I only get just the one.
Just so you
Oh,
know,
sad
I've got
days.
some new goods at the
That's okay. We got that cute little bathtub. Your first boss spot would be a wolf. She'll be a little tough at first, but once you start leveling up, they're a piece of cake, barely an inconvenience. Alright, let us add the rest of the cool stuff we got. Oh, what about those? Oh, not necessarily privacy curtains, but those green wall light things. I'll have a few of them. The question is, where are they and what did I do with them? Ah, here we go. And then I need frozen. And then let's add the mirror. All right, wonderful. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. All right, let me back that up a bit. Actually, no, take that back. Okay, okay. Let's actually add the birdhouse over here. We'll move this over here. Oh, wish I could get that a little bit closer. That's fine. We'll just double pile it there. And then there. All right, let's take a gander. All right, this is absolutely cute. My idea is this is how Piglet does laundry. He uses his little bucket to wash the laundry and then put it up. And of course, he has all the extra poo honey pots because you never know when Pooh's gonna stop by and, well, want a little smackerel of a snack. All right, cute though. So now let's move over here. I kind of want it near a tree, but I don't know if I want it in front of the tree or next to the tree. Yeah, I agree with Chris. It is a very fun game. And hi, Chris, again. I don't know if you heard me the first time when you came in. Oh, I gotta clean those chestnuts up. Hey, all up in my way. How dare you be in my way? Get out of my way. All right, the tricky part is working around this. That's gonna be the tricky part. But if I can hide it in plain sight, it should do us justice. All right, bring all that over there. We're gonna need some counter spaces for the, not necessarily the bar, but where you can get refreshments. Now we need something lighter in wood. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna need to make some homemade lemonade. And apparently more food for my go-go juice. My coleslaw has done run out on me. Yeah, it starts off pretty hard, man, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But once you get the swing of things, it is actually a very enjoyable game. You're gonna do a lot of grinding, though. Not gonna lie, you'll be doing a lot of grinding, but it's fun grinding. Which I'm gonna be honest is a statement I never really thought I would say too terribly much, because I only say it on occasions. And I'm looking at Disney Dreamlight Valley's got some fun grinding. Go ahead and grab that. And some actual food for me. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Now let's drop this. Actually, now bring that back. Because I should have another one of these tables, right? I do not. No. I just need a tiny, cute little table. Not as dark, though. Too irony. Too big. Yeah, too big. Right size, wrong color. That's too red. Oh, well, this actually could go. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think this may be our best choice. Oh, not that. Gotta grab this. What do you mean I can't put this? Okay. Oh, it's this. It's this. I was about to say, like, what do you mean I can't put this on this? That makes no sense. Alright, put that there. That one there. Okay. Bring this down over here. grab one of these. Oh, privacy fence. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how well that really goes, being that, this fencing's so short over here. Like, does it really matter? You be over here bathing the way and someone's gonna walk up. Hey, how's it going? No, AJ, this is not gonna be my dream snap for the week. I already did that earlier. I mean, like early yesterday. Initially, I had one that I did on Wednesday, but after sitting on it and looking at it, I wasn't feeling it. It was too basic, too boring. So I kind of spiced it up a little bit. This is actually the picture I wound up submitting in, which was this one. I added a bit more characters to it, a little bit more pathways, added a little pond back there. I feel like this should be a solid 1,200 in voting. Granted, I always wanting a 4,000, but I feel like I am very lackluster when it comes to photos because everybody else comes up with these like very big photos of the characters zoomed in and same deal on both sides and glitter and explosions and fireflies everywhere and stuff like that. And I get it. It does very well in the voting aspect, but it does take a lot of time, and I'm just more focused on decorating than trying to set up a spot for a photo. Now, once I'm like all fully decorated and like completely done decorating in general, I may start doing that. But for now, I like showing off the little areas I just created. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me readjust this because I noticed this is askew. There we go. Let me get these out the way. I do plan on using them. They're just in my way at the current moment. I'm trying to lay everything out. Also, same thing with these flowers. They're all up in my way. Yeah, something like that. And bushes. But thinking of next week, I don't know what next week's Dream Snap's going to be honest. I haven't seen the leaks or anything, but usually I know like a day or two in advance, according to the Disney leaks that get leaked out on occasions. Unfortunately, I don't know what next week's theme's going to be. All right, now that looks great. There. And then there. Wonderful. Okay, I wish I could put the sign a bit closer, but it is a photo opportunity. I say that with air quotes because this is one of those basic sign ones. I really wish they wouldn't do that. I wish, this was more of like a photo opportunity. Maybe have everybody in the tub together. That would have been super cute. But now they keep giving us basic ones like this. All right. Let's bring the privacy fencing over here. Oh, even if I wanted to, I couldn't? What? Okay, I was about to say, that makes no sense whatsoever. Right there. And we need a rug. And I done passed me rugs. Oh, I'm out of water. I didn't realize it was so low when I started the stream. I'll grab some later. Yeah, that one's way too long. Even though I do like that. It is one of my favorite rugs. I don't like the placement of how large it is. Yeah, it won't let me get it close enough. I swear, Jimison and Charleston, they have way too much fun messing with people. They're just like, yeah, no symmetry, no sticking stuff in the middle, and God forbid you want to put something against a flat surface. You can't do that. Again, I do apologize. Is somebody named Jimison and Charles actually works for game law? That would be just too funny. I'm blaming actual people who work there. Right, something like that. That works. Say, how do I have this? More like that? Yeah. I don't know, let me back that up a bit. There we go. I don't know, let me try the green rug that I do adore. It's the wall. It doesn't like the wall. Because otherwise, that is cute. Alright, so maybe if I bring everything over. Alright, let me bring actual chairs and stuff over now. Oh, perfect. Let me see if I can't bring this in a bit. I don't like that gap. Now see, that's a much more doable gap. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then bring this way, bring this back as much as we can. I don't know how I feel about that though. Like so far, this looks great. Over here in this little corner right here, this looks great. Let me put some pathways down. Loose gravel. Actually, big bush. All right, that's not too bad. Yeah, just so I can hide the fact that I can't put a pathway underneath there. Ah, the placement, I swear. The game's got jokes on occasions. All right, lighting. Oh, that's too big. Way too big. Yeah, it's not doing that thing I want, which is turn sideways so the Mickey actually is noticeable when you walk in. That's fine. What about... Nah, not the green. What if we did something a little bit more tropical to kind of go with the wicker furniture? And something like that. All right, that's great. And throw this here. That's perfect. That's beautiful. A little sit-down area. Why don't we put the tub back here instead? go something like that. I know it's facing the complete weird and wrong direction, but I don't like that gap between the fencing and the object itself. But my problem is the problem will still persist if I do it this way. I swear, the game's got jokes. Fine, we'll do it this way. Is it the bestest? Not really, but is it doable? Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to go with the smaller ones then. Oh, I think that's a bit bigger than this over here, which fair enough. Alright, that works. And I don't have anything like the privacy fences. Okay, and then I could stick this away. Alright, it's slowly coming together. I need some more of these, of course. So back to my crafting station. Alrighty, let's see. Because I know the privacy fencing, I can craft it. I just don't know what it's labeled as. Ah, here we go. Oh, I did not mean to back out like that. It took a second, so I thought maybe I didn't hit the button hard enough. Okay, what was I looking for? Ah, flooring, right. Crap. Hang on, guys, I gotta go get more honey. Alrighty. Now, let's finish up this flooring. Okay, I now need probably 8 pieces going forward. I would like a circle if I can. I'll craft another one just in case. And 2 more of those. Alright, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough so we can at least complete off the little spa section. Our Piglet's bubble area, as I like to call it. Alright, let me see if I can't add a little bit more pizzazz back here with these flowers. Alright, that looks great. Alright, fantastic. Go ahead and slide one of those here. Oh, hey, you gave me the indicator that it wasn't going to take anything away. But yeah, there we go. Something just like that. I know it's not straight, but I wasn't going for a straight line here. I don't think I could get that. Yeah, that's about as far over as I can get it. All right. Oh, you think some of these bushes would work? Nah, they're roughly about the same size. There we go. Actually, I may just bring some of this in. About right there, actually. And then there. There we go. Take away some of this pathway. Oh my god, it won't let me delete it. Alright, fine. I'll just take that back then. There we go. I don't know why that was a bit of a struggle, but we got it. Ah, it still doesn't like this bush. What did this bush ever do to you? Probably because of this, mainly. That's fine. I just need to hide this pathway here. Sometimes I hate trying to work with askew angles. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Put that back. Let me see if there's another type of bush I could use. Because again, I like that bush, but it's not hiding it as much as I would want it to hide it. Now, this one, on the other hand, is actually doing the job somewhat more better. So I guess we're gonna have to sprinkle a couple of these around to make it look cohesive. Oh, I must have gotten rid of that. Yeah, I did when I moved everything inwards. Alright, then throw in one of these. One of these. And then two of these. Alright, beautiful. That is looking fabulous. Smaller trees. Let's go with the smaller ones. There we go. All right. I like that. I like the way that turned out. Let's take a little gander around. All right. This looks great. This really does. Definitely like this little area. This turned out super duper cute. All right. Let's step over here. Grab the big tree. So bring that over. We'll put the big tree in the middle. And have it just like that. Okay. Yeah, we don't really need anything too fancy. Bring that over. Add a couple of these bushes here. Definitely gonna need 2 of these. I'm gonna do my pre-usual thing I have been doing when I catty coordinated these. All right, perfect. Now let's sprinkle a few of these around. All right, that is perfect. Superb, I'll have to say. Superb for sure. Alrighty, so now let's do Piglet's little area where he's going to be doing his speeches and stuff like that. Because he's trying to, I guess, take charge. Oh, that's not a bush back there. That's a thing I got to dig up. Pardon me, sir. Okay, first things first, when it comes to the box. Wait a minute, I thought this was a picture thing. You telling me it's not a picture thing? Well, okay, then never mind. Then I was going to say first things first. Let's see if I'm heading in the right direction. Never mind. Then why is it so weird with the placement? Like, does it need to be this big? It's just a box. It's just a box. There's nothing in the box. I don't need Brad Pitt showing up going, what's in the box? There is no box. There's stuff in the box. Let me rephrase that. All right, let me grab this. And then grab, I know, a couple of these. more in the middle. There we go. Now, what kind of chairs do I want? Because again, this is where Piglet's going to be sitting there, talking to people. Oh, looking at the time, we may not be able to finish this. Because again, we still need to do Tigger's area, which I may do that off stream and then surprise y'all with the Valley Tour video. I may just do that. But let's at least wrap up this little section here. Okay, let's bring this over. Bring that about right there. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to need any more because initially I had these pulled out for Piglet, but if I do that, that's going to be way too much. So yeah, we'll take that back. Probably stick that there. You know what? Stick that there, actually. That looks cute. Don't need that. Okay, and this is where this would come in handy. Actually, do something like this instead. Bring it over. Actually, bring all of these over. It's a little bit more symmetrical. There we go. All right, that's adorable. That's real adorable. I'll say, I think I used all the lighting. Okay. And let's use another one of those tiki lamps. All right. Perfect, man. Perfect. Let's add some trees, and then that should do us. Well, a tree and a sign. I may have to craft the sign. This is May crap. I probably will. Let me see. Uh, seriously, I can't put this here? I could put this one, though. And the Oogie Boogie one. And the badly done stitch drawing one. But I can't put this one. Alright, I gotta go craft the sign real quick. Luckily, the little sign's just gonna go about right here. Then we'll fill in the rest of this area. Alright, let's see here. Let's go with a basic sign.
What is with this neighbor?
There we go. Let's change that. Something like that. Yeah. Alright, and sprinkle a few of these about. Go with the rest of the area. And voila! Take this little speaking spot. Now on top of that, voila, guys, I think we are done with this area. Man, talk about a speed build. I was just on point, though. As soon as I came in, just boom. Knew exactly what I wanted to do. Well, except for over here. We kind of struggled a little bit over here, but everything else came together perfectly. Now, unfortunately, looking at the time, though, it doesn't seem like we have time to finish Tigger's Place, which is the last of the area we need to do to finish Honeyglow Woods completely. So here's the deal, gents. I will work on this over the weekend and get it all taken care of, and hopefully by either Thursday or Friday. I'm going to try to shoot for Wednesday, but you never know with my work schedule and all that. To try to at least get this done and make a valley tour video for you guys for Honeyglow Woods, especially for those of y'all who were not here to witness everything, because I mean, I did all over there, up front, Eeyore's place, and it's been taking quite a few number of weeks to get everything done, and I don't expect everybody to show up for every stream to see the progress as we slowly go. So, you know me, I like to do the valley tour video so everyone can at least see how beautiful the world is after we get done completing it. We did that with Wish Blossom Ranch. We're going to do this for here, and of course, Turn the Island Storybook, and so on and so forth. And then once I'm actually like officially done, I'll probably do like a mega valley tour video. And then, now this is like months away, guys. We still got like months to do this, but a huge valley tour video where I'm basically going to show off every single biome and the DLC island all in one go video. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be about an hour or so, maybe a little bit more than that, because again, that's going to be a lot of worlds to get through. And then hopefully from there, we'll have a lot more to do when it comes to the new DLC that's coming out with the underwater stuff. But enough chit-chatting. Let's go ahead and start wrapping things up for today. I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody's a fantastic and a wonderful night. And guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying my Disney Dreamlight content or any of the other fun, fantastic things I do here on the channel, you know what to do. You know the pre-usual drill and all that fun jazz. And hopefully I catch y'all back here yet again for another fantastic and wonderful episode here on the channel.